Okay, so here is our Volkswagen Jetta, and just had a new annoying problem. So I live in Virginia, and they have these illegal inspections of your car where they force you to fix unnecessary things constantly. And let's see what we got here. So I had a leak in the sunroof. Oh, let's see. And it just filled up the floor with water down there, and I suspect that it seeped into the wiring, because now I'm getting an airbag error. This stupid little thing. And of course they consider this a safety issue. I consider it a dangerous issue because I think airbags are danger and they shouldn't be put on cars at all. They kill people. But you got to spend lots and lots of money fixing this cross that you have to bear. They put it in there on purpose, I'm convinced, to just harass you with their bureaucratic nonsense. Anyway, so I'm going to try to trace down the wires. I suspect water probably got into one of the wires, and it may or may not reset if I unplug it and clear out the water, if I can even find the wires. And because typically they have some kind of sensors in the seats that sense to see if someone's sitting there, and they have like a resistor and a capacitor in there, and then there's some kind of complicated computer someplace that tells the gunpowder whether to explode or not, because that's what they put inside of airbags, is gunpowder, and it is a nightmare when those things go off. It ruins the whole car. So that's why car manufacturers love it, bureaucrats love it. It gives you a big hassle. They make lots of money off of the whole thing. They all should be shot, in my opinion. But anyway, so the computer, the airbag computer, sends signals to check the resistance and the capacitance to make sure it's getting a valid signal from wherever these sensors are. And if it doesn't get a valid signal, like for instance, if water gets into the cable or something, it will probably short it out. And I know I had one car where the plug just came undone, and I just replugged it and it fixed it. But sometimes these things can have a memory, and you may not be able to reset it unless you have a special computer or something. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix this or not, but I'm going to try to dig under the seats and see if I can find where the wires are, maybe unplug them, dry them off, because it had a lot of water in here. This stupid sunroof here has been leaking. I opened it up and closed it a couple times, and now it is leaking, and it's a big problem. And it's just been raining every single day. I wanted to try to see Neowise in the sky. The last few days it was here, and of course every single day it was raining, and raining like flood raining, like flooding the basement and everything. So flooding the car. Okay, so anyway, let's see what we can do. See if we can fix this stupid airbag problem here. This stupid danger issue. It's not a safety issue, it's a danger issue that your crooked politicians force upon you. I think we should have the right to not have airbags if we choose, because they are dangerous. I've had them go off before, and it is not pleasant. Okay, so here is the passenger side seat, and I suspect this is where the problem was, because there's about 2 or 3 inches of water in here after it got through storming. And it looks like, I don't know if you can see under here, there's some wires that go under here. There's some wires that attach the seat back up under there, and maybe I need a flashlight, and there's some wires attaching there. Some of these look like they might be, this has got electric seats, which I prefer if it didn't, but it does. And so I have to figure out which ones are probably the airbags and which ones are the electric seats. Maybe I'll get a flashlight. Okay, so here's the passenger side, and let's just take a look. Passenger side seat. We'll look under here, and looks like there's some wires that go down underneath this thing. They probably got wet. There's some wires on, looks like a motor thing that's probably having to do with the automatic seats. I prefer not to have that, but this car has it. Looks like there's some more plugs over there. Wires going in the back. So I'm going to have to do some troubleshooting and maybe unplug these wires and dry them off. See, there's I don't know if you can see there. Those wires go down underneath there. Those definitely were soaked. So maybe there's some plugs. Maybe there's some plugs down there that I can get to. Oh yeah, that plug might have water. I don't know if you can see that. Oh God, what a pain in the ass. Okay, maybe I'll just rip this thing out of here. There's a little plug down that hole there. Maybe that'll be a good place to start. I gotta get the light down there. Okay, there's water in there. That's where all those wires are going into. That's right in the floor right there. Okay, it's really hard to get the light and everything in there. Okay, but there is a plug down there. Okay. So maybe I'll try adjusting that. Like I said, there's no guarantee that even if you clear the problem, the computer could still remember that there was a problem, and you could just have to take it in because they got the special computer, the proprietary software, because they think they still own your vehicle even after you buy it. And the politicians, of course, all bend over backwards, bow down, and to these criminal corporations, because most people don't care. They just fork over the money anyway. Oh, we just idiots. So we don't care what the corporations, the politicians do. Bankrupt us, enslave us to your crooked system. So anyway, I like to try to fix the stuff myself, and make it really hard. So we'll see. We'll see if we can reset these errors or not. We may not be able to without taking it in anyway. Okay, so I was able to pull up on this thing and slide the seat all the way back, this little lever thing down here. And now I can get a good look at all these plugs in here. I suspect these might be the problem, because these were saturated with water. And so maybe I'll try unplugging these various plugs in here, which is usually not easy. They have some kind of things that make it difficult to unplug them. You need like a screwdriver usually or something. I'll try unplugging them and cleaning them up and plugging them back in, and see if we can fix the problem that way. Hopefully this is where the issue is. Okay. And again, that's right beside the seat there. I know I always liked it when I'm watching a YouTube video and someone has some zoomed in thing and you're not sure what part of the car they're at. And you're like, okay, that's great, I can see the thing you're zooming in on, but I don't know how to get there because I have no idea where in the vehicle you are, so that's why I zoom out, so you can see that too. Okay. Okay, I have no idea which plug it might be, but I'll just go through all of them since there's only 4. I found this plug over here. If you just push up on it like that, you can kind of release that tab. You can pull it out. Oh. Okay, I guess that just releases it from its holder down there. Looks like I'm going to have to still separate the plug and look at it. See if I can figure out how to do that. Okay, so it looks like the second stage of the plug, it has a little black thing in here. If you press down on that black thing, it kind of releases it. See, there's a black thing right there, and it looks like it comes apart. And there is the contacts there and there. I'm going to try to blow them out or clean them out or something. Maybe blow some air in there or something. Try to make sure that they're all dried out. And I go through these plugs one by one and try to clean them out and then reconnect them and put them back and see if we can fix the problem this way. Okay, I think I'm just going to let this first plug air out a little bit, and I'm going to unplug this next plug. They're all different sizes, so I'm not going to confuse them if I unplug them all. There's a little latch here. If you kind of get your finger up under there like that, it kind of pops out, and then you can grab onto it. I can get the camera down there. You can pull this plug right out. I just grab on the top and the bottom of it. And we'll look at the contacts. Maybe I'll try to clean those up. Looks like there might be some corrosion in there. Plug is. Maybe I'll try to clean that out. Clean out the corrosion. Maybe that's causing the problems. Let me just get all these plugs out of here and get them airing out, and we'll see what the damage is. See if we can fix this. Okay, this next plug has a little latch right here, right above the wire. So, let's see if you can see that. Right there. Okay. So I just push that this way with my fingernail and grab onto it. Probably shouldn't grab onto the wires, but that's really not a lot of room in there. It looks like it's coming up. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's that plug. And all these plugs look pretty clean except for this big plug so far, which had some corrosion on it. Let's see if I can find out how to release this thing. Looks like there's another release under there. I'm going to have to fiddle with that last plug, and I'll get them all open and let them air out for a while. Okay. Okay, I'm going to guess that this might be the safety one, just because it is really hard to get out. So there's a little blue tab there, and if you get the screwdriver under it and pull it up, it will pop out. Okay, and looks like that's corroded there. So let me clean up all these contacts that are corroded and try to get the water out of them, and see if I can at least fix these plugs, because this seems like a good place to start. And if it's someplace else, like in the wiring underneath, that could be a bigger problem. Hopefully none of these wires are severed or something, I don't know. Could be expensive, because anything in their phony safety, which is what it is, it's a phony safety thing. It's not a real safety thing, it's a phony safety thing. And the state's phony safety programs, they're gonna rape you with their charges. They're gonna gouge you like nothing else. Because anytime they say you use the word safety in their phony safety BS, it means that they're really gonna rob you. Anyway, and these airbags are dangerous. They shouldn't be in cars at all. It's just another scam for the auto companies and the bureaucrats to make lots of money off of decent people while putting their lives in danger. Anyway. Okay, I was trying to figure out a good way to fix or try to clean those little plugs out, and I was thinking maybe Q-tips might work. Of course, you really don't want to use water. The nice thing about rubbing alcohol, and this is really hard to find because of this Corona fiasco, this false flag attack against the world by the New World Order. So anyway, this might be useful to help scrub these contacts a little bit. You want to be very careful probably to not bend those little pins down there though. Let's see if I can get in there and clean out. Looks like there's some corrosion in there. There's 3 pins on this one. Try to clean up the area in between them so that they're not shorting out. Down there. Okay. Get in these other plugs maybe. Try to clean them out. Especially this big plug back here. Got a bunch of pins down there. Keep it in there. Clean these things out. Be careful not to bend the pins though. These are big pins on this big plug down here. These are pretty big pins down here, but the ones in this hard to unplug one are actually very small and looks like they might bend easily. So let me just clean off both sides of the contacts. Make sure that there are no corrosion, no conduction paths, or other things going on in there. And we'll see how this goes. See if we can fix the problem by cleaning up this mess in here. Okay, it looks like there's some corrosion on this kind of bigger plug here too. And you know, rubbing alcohol has a low percentage of water, probably the lower percentage the better, and that will actually draw water out of stuff. So I think that's probably fine to use on the contacts here. Try to clean it up. And then it'll evaporate away. It does have some water in it. It's only 70%. I would prefer to have higher percentage, but it is what it is. You got to work with when you're in a war being waged against you by your own leaders, your own criminal government. Then you got to do what you can, right? Anyway, hopefully we can fix this problem, because that is big bucks. This phony safety bullshit. Anyway. Okay, so I just got through cleaning up these plugs, and I let them air out for a while, and they look pretty dry on the inside down there. They're looking pretty dry. So let me just start plugging these things back in to the right sockets. Okay. And we'll see if that clears the air. Like I said, there's no guarantee that that will clear the air, because sometimes these things have a memory, and they will remember that they had an error, and they won't reset until you take them back to the dealer and have the dealer use their expensive proprietary computer program to reset it, because that's what kind of world we live in. A world run by monopolies and bureaucrats that's hostile toward the decent people just trying to survive on this planet here. Okay. We'll get all these plugged back in. This one. I'm gonna have to fix that one. That one doesn't seem to be going in right. Make sure the pins aren't bent. Maybe I just gotta push it hard. Okay. Anyway. Okay, and here's the last plug. Okay, it looks like they all plugged in okay. They all seem to be seated. Okay, and let's try to turn on the car and see if we've cleared the air or not. I don't have a lot of high hopes, because this is a newer car, so I suspect that probably it will remember that there was an error and not clear until you take it into the dealer. But at least we don't have to have the dealer do work on the car. Then that will save us a bundle. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's see if the error has cleared. And yeah, it looks like it did not. Yep. So I don't know. The problem with that is I don't know if fixing those contacts fixed the problem or not, or if there's still another problem someplace else, because these bastard car companies do everything they can to screw you over, make it impossible for you to fix the car, make it so they cheat you out of lots and lots of money, trying to comply to the unreasonable bureaucratic BS of our criminal leaders. Yep, they all work together. Anyway, so problem not fixed yet. Okay, so I have this dongle. I don't know if we can actually take a look down here, see if I can find it. Okay, it's right over here. It's the OBDeleven dongle. Okay, just let's take a look at a little bit closer look at that dongle for the OBDeleven. So this is what the dongle looks like, and it plugs into the OBD port up here. Okay, and it gets its power from the car, and okay, so it plugs in like that. See that? And then yeah, you need a smartphone, and it will communicate with your smartphone. And I have a video on how to set that up, which maybe I'll put in the end screen. And then you can diagnose your problems and reset the errors. Okay. That goes into the OBD port, and I installed the software onto my smartphone, and I don't know if this will have access to the airbags or information or not, but let's try it. And I had to reinstall it on a new phone, so we will see how this works. So we got the okay, it says connect. Allow. Turning Bluetooth on. Allow. Okay, so we have a list. I'm going to assume this is it. OBDeleven. Okay. Oh, I guess it wants me to enter a password, so let's see if we can figure this out. Okay. After we enter the password, it's a Jetta. I don't know what these different ones are. It's not a hybrid. Maybe it's not the right Jetta up here. Golf Jetta. Huh. It's definitely a Jetta. GLI hybrid Jetta NAR. It's a Jetta TDI, so I don't know. Oh, come on. GLI maybe? Huh. Well, let me select body type. Let me fiddle with this. Okay, I just selected something because I didn't really have what I had. We'll see if this works. I tried selecting NAR. So scanning. So this is connected. Supposed to hit scan, I guess. Include freeze frame and include. Okay. It says transmission, brakes, air conditioning, central electronics. This is 5 out of 18, I guess. Airbag, scanning the airbag. Gateway, position detection, immobilizer 25, driver door, problems, steering, comfort system, central electronics 2, passenger drawer 52, 17 out of 18. Okay, so it's rear front door, rear right door. Five fault control units. Hold to clear faults. Oh, that's interesting. Can I look at the faults first before I clear them? Do you want auto cold gateway list? Yes. Gateway 19. Start. Okay, so it says engine, transmission, brake, steering, central electronics. Let's go back to that. Unit control. Okay, so it says number 15, airbag is number 15. Okay. Dashboard. Gateway, number 19. Driver door. Passenger door. Right door. Okay. Immobilizer, 25. Position detector. Oh, dashboard. Okay, let's look at the airbag. Faults. Front passenger side airbag. Disable. Fault code B101612. Status intermittent. So maybe we fixed it if it's intermittent. Short circuit to B+. Okay. So that might be the issue that we fixed over there. Okay. Info. Okay. Basic code settings. Resetting seat occupy. Okay. Anyway, so there's that fault. Oh, look at this. So I hit back, and it says 5 fault control units. Well, let me just look at the airbag one again. Driver door, gateway, airbag. Okay. B101612 intermittent. Okay. And so let's go back to the main screen. And it says 5 faults, hold to clear faults. Okay. Let's look up here. Clearing faults. Oh, look at that. It cleared the airbag fault. Oh, excellent. 2 fault control units, hold to clear. Okay, what the heck? Okay, look at that, the airbag light is off now. How amazing is that? Anyway, this is the OBDeleven, and I guess it is able to clear these faults. And I think I'm all set. Wow. Excellent. Anyway, this is Dr. James, and thanks for watching.